coming up. When you think of the small Himalayan kingdom of Bhutan, you may think of a country that's famous for promoting the concept of gross national happiness. It was coined back in the 1970s, and the phrase was designed to represent the challenge of balancing the material with the spiritual. But unemployment, poverty and corruption are big challenges for the country. A new short film has just been released which looks at the lives of entrepreneurs in Bhutan in the hope of encouraging further business growth. It's called Made in Bhutan. Let's take a quick look.
I visited landfill before I started this project, and in that landfill I could see almost 50 to 60% of garbage was recyclable. People were very careless about waste, and nobody took that initiative to start something there. So there was a missing link, so I had to bridge that missing link. That instant, that feeling gave the birth to Bhutan's first waste management company.
With me here in the studio is the film's producer and director, Herindale Chatterlard, and also Bhutanese entrepreneur Karma Yonta, who you just saw in that clip. Karma, I have to start with you, because when I first saw that clip, I couldn't believe it, really. I never associate Bhutan as a place with massive landfills. Is there a rubbish problem in your country?
Oh, thank you, Lucy. I don't think there is a big problem with the rubbish today, and we do not claim to do something, very different or something very special. We are just trying to be a responsible citizen or being an entrepreneur who has some social objectives, So this waste management has become an issue today to most part of the world, even to the developed nation, even to the developing country. And Bhutan makes no exceptions, We are going to face it, but at this hour, we do not have as such big problems. And the waste composition in Bhutan are not so complex as it is in developed country. But it might grow, so we are taking timely measures to tackle it before it becomes a problem,
Okay, Herindale, where did you get the idea for this film? You're not Bhutanese yourself.
No, I'm not Bhutanese, actually. I was actually invited by an organization that's based out in Bhutan. It was one of the first registered charities called the Loden Foundation, and they run many educational programs, one of which is their entrepreneurship program. And that's been running for about 5 years now, and they've had so many successful entrepreneurs such as Karma Yonta that they really felt that they needed a film to reflect the success of these stories.
And how was it filming there?
It was very intense, I must say. We filmed for about 3 weeks non-stop, every day back to back. But the interest in the subject matter actually was very interesting, because entrepreneurship is not actually widely known out in Bhutan. So.
And why is that, Karma? Why is entrepreneurship not encouraged until now?
No, it is still a new culture, We haven't had that people who have gone through that entrepreneurial phase, exciting journey. Now that there are a lot of problems, youth and employment problems, so people are graduating, we need more of employment. State is not able to provide enough employment, so one has to stick, So now the culture of entrepreneur is growing in Bhutan, so we can say that we have countable numbers.
So is there a genuine problem with youth unemployment?
We don't have exactly, at this hour, we have just 2.1% of youth unemployed, So which is not a big figure, but we are trying every measures, we are trying to identify the problems, and we are going to clear the mess.
It's one of the issues which you see in other countries as well, that all young people would love a job with the government.
So I think that, as an entrepreneur, I always felt that I had a different calling. I can contribute to government in my own way, by collecting trash, So that's how we started all.
One of the interesting things, of course, about Bhutan that people say is it's not just a museum. I mean, there's an economy here that's trying to develop.
Right,
but do you think that perhaps there could now be a clash between these sort of capitalist entrepreneurial values and the traditional way of life there?
That's a very interesting question, and actually that's one that I asked myself throughout the making of this film as I was meeting all the different individuals. But I think it's really because of the deep-rooted traditional values that they have in the country. I think a lot of the businesses that are being set up do retain those values, and environmental protection and their tradition and things as such. So I think it's very important for the new businesses to to retain those. But I think it is definitely a question that's to ask for the coming few years.
So, Kamayunta, do you think, though, that entrepreneurship in some way could challenge traditional life there in a way that is negative, or can you only see positives?
I think it's very possible. I don't find necessarily there will be contrast in traditional thinking or the way entrepreneurs land up their enterprises. It is how you groom them and how positively these entrepreneurs are taking forward. So I personally don't find it.
And is there a particular country that young Bhutanese you found looked towards? I mean, a model that they looked at wasn't America.
It's funny, actually. A lot of people do say they tend towards, Western culture, but actually I think Korean culture and a lot of Indian films in terms of the new trends and things as such, like Bollywood films and things. So they do, and especially the hairstyles with the young guys, the young lads, they have a lot of kind of Korean hairstyles and things.
Is the country also trying to encourage foreign investment, or is that still not happening?
No, we do have a foreign direct investment policy, but government is looking on it. But when we encourage FDI, foreign investment, we make sure that our GNH philosophy is lived up to. We have some categories, because someone can't invest unless, in a way out as they want. We have our own set of rules. They have to meet that also. Foreign investments are allowed now. So government is, again, the new government is framing the policies where they will be looking upon foreign investment.
It's fascinating. Good luck with the film. Good luck with your project. It does
much.
look great. It was wonderful to have you here on Impact. Thank you both.